Right, in this world, you either love or you hate kids. And I don't want to make that sound weird. As just a person that's like becoming older and they want to start their own family. And usually it's either, oh, I want kids, I love kids. Or it's, nah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. The reason why there's a lot of people that hate kids is because, have you ever walked into a supermarket, mate? Alright, I work in a supermarket, alright, so obviously I'm around it all the time. You'll be walking around a supermarket and you'll get a family come through with some well-behaved kids standing by their mum and dad, maybe looking at some sweets. Can I have this, please? No, you can't. You got some snacks at home, and then they're going, okay, and they're all good, you know. But then there's the other one, alright, the ones where the kids need to be literally locked up, mate. You know, they come in screaming the place down, climbing up the fucking walls, mate. The shelves to them are like fucking an obstacle course. They start climbing over everything, and the parents just sat there with a buggy, like with another child, you know.
Jonathan! And
they'll just shout the name. They don't grab them over and say, if you carry on like this, mate, you're gonna go on a naughty step, alright? No, they don't be like that. It's like they just can't be arsed. They've lost fucking care in taking care of their child in that regard, trying to make them behave, because they didn't listen at one point, and instead of keep doing it until they find a way of making them listen, they gave up. And these people are the reason why some people don't want kids. It's because you see these kids and you see how like they'll embarrass the parents in stores and whatnot, you know, screaming the place down, doing some chants and shit, you know, throwing stuff on the floor, screaming, stamping on the floor, and the parents are like,
those kids that ain't mine.
You know what I mean? And then people see them and think, I do not want to be in that position. So, what was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. Let's say if you've not had kids, alright, this is what I was going to say, alright, and you're someone that's maybe been around dogs, alright, this is quite common, you know, most people either brought up with a cat, dog, or both, you know, it is what it is. You know that phrase when people say, don't judge staffies because, you know, obviously it's to do with how they're brought and whatnot. It's true. You know, it's the same with kids. If kids are spoiled and stuff, it's not really the kid, it's more the parent giving up. I know it's hard, you know, parenting. I've seen bloody loads of like nanny bloody videos. Remember that one, I can't remember what it's called now, Super Nanny or something, where she used to go around people's houses and the kids were absolutely nuts, mate. Literally, as she was walking in, it was swinging on the fucking lampshade, like screaming, tantrum, and then it'll come down and it'll say, alright, come meet Super Nanny or whatever, and then it'll come to the door, and then the first thing kid will do is punch the fucking mother in the stomach, you know, them ones. They're absolutely crazy, and by the end, they're just good as gold, mate. And yeah, Super Nanny did her job, you know, she's taught discipline and changed the child's behaviour before it was too late. And this is, I feel like, if I had kids, mate, I've already done research and stuff, because I remember my auntie talking about kids and whatnot, and I ended up looking up certain things, because she says, oh, my child's starting to get that stage where she's starting to like hit and stuff, and what would you suggest I do to discipline her? And obviously we was just coming up with different solutions and whatnot. That's good parenting. You know, if you're thinking of ways to prevent this getting any worse, you're doing a great job. But if you're the sort of person that goes, it is what it is, I've tried everything, basically screaming in their face, you know, these people, the ones usually when kids are out of control, the parents are usually screaming, effing and blinding.
Jonathan! Yo, you're a fucking twat, you are getting in here now.
Like that sort of shit. When they're like that, the kid doesn't learn, because you just think it results in shouting, and then they'll probably grow up to be shouty and gobby, you know, probably because that's the way they've taught, that's the blueprint that was fed onto them. You know, and I'm not no parent expert, right? But I've been around a lot of chat GPT, mate. I've been around a lot of bloody parenting on there. And it's, you know, the discipline, you've got to do it in certain ways. And if it doesn't work, you do another way. And you could be there for like 40 minutes to an hour trying to bloody get this kid to stay in one spot. But don't give up, because the results are great, because they'll realise kids test you. They play with you, mate. They will try their best to get their own way, and it's like a bloody psychological warfare going on between you and the child. If you continue that psychological warfare, not in a bad way, negative way, but this is just more discipline, and you come across the winner where the kid's like,
you know what, there's no way around this. I might as well just do what they say, come off the naughty step, and go to bed when they tell me, because it's not worth it. I don't win, I never win.
But as soon as they win once, mate, that's it. They will try and push your buttons until they get that succeed again, where they can get their own way. You know, I get it, it's hard. So yeah, that's the reason why a lot of people don't want kids, because they see those kids. It's harder these days because discipline, you know, years and years and years ago, you could, you know, it was easier to discipline your child and not abuse. There's a difference between abuse and discipline. Like, you know, some parents, you know, took their anger out on the child, like children back then, still do, but obviously behind closed doors. But back then, you know, a lot of parents took advantage of that, and if they had a bad day at work, or if they got abused as a child and whatnot, they would then take that out onto that another child as a way of like just releasing and showing what they've been taught. So I can see why they came away from that, but then also the ones that truly did discipline in the correct way, it's made it harder for them to kind of, because if you've seen kids these days, man, they're disrespectful. They've got too much ego, and I feel like the old way of like disciplining, maybe not, you know, as far as teachers whipping kids across the hands and belts and stuff, like, ooh, no. Just simple like slap on the arse, mate. I did when I was a child. I got a slap on the arse a few times for, you know, being naughty, and it teaches you, like, you don't grow up then starting abusing people and stuff. You just know that you don't cross the fucking line with mum and dad, you know what I mean? Because
They will whoop my ass, you know?
Not in a sense of beating you up, like I said. But yeah, it's harder to discipline your kids, and yeah, I can see why they are the way they are. And I best get going because I've been doing this video for now 7 minutes. Hopefully it'll be shorter than that one. I've cut it up a little bit to make it a little bit shorter for you guys, so you're not sat there for 10 minutes straight, you know. But yeah, like this video, comment down below what you think about the discipline and what I've just spoken about in this video when it comes to seeing kids in supermarkets going nuts, mate, climbing on walls and shit. You're the parents, mate, you know how hard it is. I'm not even a bloody dad yet, but I've watched a load of Super Nanny, and I'm not saying it's easy because it's easier said than done. I get that, and I'm not trying to make myself sound like I know everything. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Like this video, comment down below, share with your friends, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I've just repeated myself, but yeah, bye Zabah. From that to that, mate. Beautiful. Just forget about this, you know, I'm just fascinated by simple little shit. Oh, so that is a tutorial on how to fold your tripod. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Twat, Emma. Twat.